What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Pour. I'm Jordan.
I'm Brian.
Pretty big one today, Brian.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
So we have the 2024 Maker's Mark Cellar Age limited release.
Last year's was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm hearing some good things about this year's too. We're fortunate in our local bourbon community that we've got some good guys that are willing to share.
Yeah.
So our buddy Tom allowed us to take this bottle, and we had to put it in protective gear. And now he gave us the bottle to use on the show, so we really appreciate that. He's been really awesome helping us out along the way and all that.
So Maker's Mark Cellar Age, that is they age the bourbon kind of normal, and then I don't know if they cherry pick barrels, and then they put it in their cellar for cool aging. That cellar is always like 50 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
From a recent tour of Maker's Mark Distillery, we actually went inside the cellar and saw some of the cellar aged barrels. This one in particular is 119.3 proof. I think this is a blend of 15% of this is aged 12 years. The other 85% is 13 years. So special blend of barrels. So all right. Let's dive right into the nose.
Oh my, that's really, really rich, dark, deep caramel. Nice little spice on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Everything you love about Maker's Mark on steroids, I'd say, is what this is. A little toastiness to it, too.
It is a little toasted. Oh my God, that's
marshmallowy.
That's nice.
The oak to me seems a little bit more fresh oak rather than like a aged mature oak.
Yeah, it's definitely there's no funky oak smell to it.
No.
Oh man, that is nice.
Fruit wise, maybe a little bit of an apple. Okay. Cooked kind of apple or something like that. A touch of cinnamon.
I definitely get the cinnamon. I'm not getting much on the fruit. Might get a hint of that apple that you're talking about, but yeah.
Are you ready to take a sip?
I think I am.
All right, let's go in for the palate here.
Sweet, velvety, fresh taste on it, and it stays up in the front of your mouth. And it is starting to burn now.
Yeah.
But the first, I didn't get any proof on the swallow. It wasn't proofy at all.
No.
It's starting to burn now.
Right. Yeah.
It's
kind of like a delayed burn.
Candy bar-ish, like a milk chocolate.
Yeah, I could go with that. For me, it's like a robust caramel that starts at the front. And then it's like a wave that just goes up once it goes to the back that you just get full on, like you're drowning in caramel. And I know that probably sounds a little bit silly because everybody says bourbon tastes like caramel. Well,
it does. Yeah.
That's it. It does.
My first sip, I didn't get much proof.
Yeah.
The second one, lit me up.
Becomes a little bit harsher.
It's a lot more
there.
Yeah. Very, very present.
Yeah.
I would say the second sip drank at about 125.
Yeah. Yeah.
First one felt like it was like 100.
Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately, I can't compare this to 2023 because I didn't ever taste that.
I did not either.
I think that this one is really, really, really top notch.
It's super complex.
Yeah, it's one of those that I think you obviously, especially at this price point, would keep around for a really, really long time, and you'd want to kind of sip it very slowly over the course of an hour or so, like that. Let's talk about the price, though. So I think MSRP on this is $180. Maker's Mark, I think, in the month of October is going to do a cellar tour, exclusive tour, and then you have the opportunity to purchase this afterwards.
That's an expensive tour.
And that's going to be a very expensive tour and a very expensive bottle. So, having tasted this, $180.
Money was not an issue. At $180, it's a slam dunk. If I spent any amount of money on what I just tasted, I would not be upset. Right. If I was happy with the exchange, no matter what it was, I would have been happy with this because this is one of the better ones I've had all year.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing. And it's got my mind racing now.
Right.
I'm just getting so many different tasting elements. It's insane.
I've never tasted a Maker's like this. And I know they really get into wood finishing and stuff like that. And that imparts a little bit too much difference in different flavors, which, I mean, I like that. Don't get me wrong. But this is just straight up bourbon with like no influence.
Right.
And so for that reason, I think this is probably it's got to be better makers that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously this is going to be a very limited bottle. If you can't find it, or if you don't want to pay what someone's selling it for, even if it is MSRP, I think if you could track down that maker's heart release, I think you will be impressed with that one.
Right.
And you could walk away being happy, having a really high quality bottle, not spending or worrying about missing out on something.
Right.
However, if you have money to put towards this bottle, I would buy this one.
Yes.
As soon as I could, and especially considering I have not had like any of the premium wild turkey stuff.
Right.
And it has elevated up to like $100 or $250, $300, $350.
Right. For what it is, honestly, the price is okay.
Yeah. When you're in that premium area, which we don't buy in really,
Right.
this actually is a bit of a deal.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Agree. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I know that was a long way to put that.
For the price and what you're paying and to
comparatively
the top shelf of everybody else's.
Yeah. Having tasted it, would you, if it had the opportunity at 180, would you buy it?
Yes.
Because I know. Okay, you're a yes. Okay.
Yeah,
That didn't take
that's-
me. I would hesitate. I'd probably buy it and then not buy anything for a long time.
Right. Yeah. It would hurt the budget a little bit, but
I do have the heart release, and I really like that one.
right.
So maybe actually I probably could walk away having the heart release for $70.
Tasting this though, I put this in the category of my King Kentucky. I mean, it's rich, it's bold, it's intense, it's got a lot of the same elements, honestly.
Yeah, and if I remember, you got King Kentucky at MSRP and it's $300, right?
$300.
So that is quite a swing. So hats off to makers. Now,
right.
Last year's release though was like 150, 140, 150. So I kind of wish.
I hope they're done on the jumps.
Yeah, the
I
big jumps.
think the industry is going to get a little pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll see a recession in that as far as pushing the price, at least maintaining,
right?
If not reducing. Right. So hopefully.
But so if you're a makers fan, I think you kind of have to just bite the bullet and buy it. So
it's hard to beat.
Yeah. Do you plan on seeking this bottle out? If you find it, are you going to buy it? Have you had it yet? I know it's kind of just hitting people's bourbon shelves. So let us know what you think of it in the comments below. But we once again want to thank our friend Tom Blanford for providing us with this bottle, because that is just awesome and super generous and lives up to the philosophy here at the Bourbon Pour. And that is, when you're with your family and your friends, always share your whiskey.